Yankee doodled happily. Tesla Daddy! Forbidden American Yowie. The American dream is dead. Pool boy Andrew Tate! I'm pregnant. Major character death. No beta, we die like our rights. Must you lay awake at night dreaming of your lost love? I love how this is the first video I'm filming after recovering from laryngitis. My body's like, honey, you just got better and you're doing this to yourself? I'm gonna be in a coma at this rate. Yeah, I'm just gonna dive right into it. So a lot of things suck right now, and so today I will be exploring fanfiction between Donald Trump and Elon Musk, alongside whatever other kooky cast of characters pop up in these fics. I'm expecting the Zuck, maybe Bezos. Oh my god, they can form a tech bro oligarchy polycule. Are we gonna be seeing some love triangles between Biden, Trump, and Musk? Like, Trump's not over his ex, and Biden makes a dramatic appearance every now and then. And Musk gets super jealous. Alexa, play Traitor by Olivia Rodrigo. I'm gonna have so much fun with this. In the grand scheme of things, I may not have much power, but I can pull sillies out of my ass and do this. If my purpose in this world is to make y'all laugh with fanfic, so be it. I take my duty very seriously. Why, you may ask? Because it's my God-given right as a freedom-loving American to do so. I just want to celebrate the current state of the country my family gave up everything for to immigrate to, because it kind of things up in their home country. Anyway, hell yeah, brother! I'm really scared to see what exactly pops up when I search this. Much of this will likely get pretty nasty, so you can find the uncensored bonus footage I had to cut from this video on my Patreon. Oh lord, okay, we have over 100 fics. Brilliant. You can kiss 100 boys in bars. Donald hasn't spoken to his beloved in months to fill the void Joe left behind. He begins having an affair with Elon Musk. Oh my god. Good luck, babe. I really hope we have Omegaverse here. Please, please give me Omega Elon Musk. He's a fellow Omega, I just know it. Or would he be more angry about being a beta? Food for thought. Oh my god. These are taking me out. Don't, no. I saw Hitalia crossover and I blue screened. Trump just got reelected, but little did anyone know he was secretly an Omega. An important secret by your Italia. Let's go. No beta, we die like the American dream. Rat, part 1 of exercising my First Amendment rights. Elon doesn't want to think about what's going to happen next, what they're going to do, what he's going to do. He wants nothing more than to wake up to realize that this is a nightmare for everything to be okay. He has to tell Donald. He doesn't want to think about what the beta's reaction might be. This was never supposed to happen. This is what happens when you don't take your suppressants, Elon. I mean, I get it. I know they're expensive. American healthcare is a nightmare, but neither of your dozen children apiece need any more siblings. I love a big happy family, but climate change, man. Elon Musk's scandalous love triangle, Trump, betrayal, and Biden. Elon gets cheated on by Trump, and he turns to Biden for revenge cheating. Which 2000s rom-com is this? No beta, we die like our rights. The 11th province. Cardboard cutout characters. Oh, there should not cook. Would you still love me if I was a worm? Donald Trump is finally tired of Elon Musk privately complains to a reporter that the world's richest man is clingy. Or Trump got more than he bargained for when he started dating Elon. Yeah, as soon as that statement came out, I was like, oh, the fics this will inspire. What the hell? Trump's epic moderator hiring process. Elon Musk really wants attention, approval, and to feel important. These desires lead him to trying to become a moderator on the Skibbity Sigma Rail Missler or a looks-maxing Discord server. He offers to buy it off Donald Trump, but Trump has a different idea. Yeah, I'll give it to you if you give me your body. Trump is a Discord. These tags have me screaming inside. Oh my god. Crackfic post Ampreg, of course. Elon Musk x Donald Trump, the unhealthy relationship of power. Bro, my life has to suck so bad I've resorted to like this. Elon wants Donald. It's no surprise that he does everything to get Donald's attention, yet it backfires every time. Elon has a vague idea that Donald might want him back. It's Inauguration Day, and it's the perfect day to shoot his shot. Does it land? All right, we've got a few bangers on the first page. You can kiss 100 boys in bars has bewitched me though. Chapter 1, when you wake up next to him in the middle of the night. Donald, please tell me you're okay. It's been so long since we last spoke. I miss you. I gotta brace myself. Donald awoke, the moonlight seeping through the hotel curtains. There was a certain iciness that pierced his skin. Looking around, he realized the covers were gone. They were stolen by Elon. For a moment, he thought that it was someone else laying next to him, sleeping soundly, curled up in the sheets, but it wasn't him, and would never be him again. With a sigh, he forced himself to his feet towards the bathroom. When he flicked the light switch on, the yellow fluorescence nearly blinded him. I'm awake, he thought to himself. His reflection stared him down, almost menacingly. In recent months, the mirror became his worst enemy. Every wrinkle or dark circle only reminded him that he was growing older. No longer were the days of partying, surrounded by beautiful women, drugs, and alcohol of the finest kind. The past decade had nearly ruined him. He felt sick. No, he's not pregnant. From his stomach to his throat. And suddenly, the tears came. I'm impressed with the writing so far. He couldn't stop it no matter how hard he tried. What had become of him? What would become of him? It hadn't always been this way. He didn't always feel so lonely and empty. It was all because of Donald. A tired voice came from outside the door. It was Elon. Shit. Donald panicked. He's awake. I'll be right out, he choked. He heard the younger man sigh. This wasn't the first time this had happened. Many nights he lay awake, watching the moon fall and the sun rise, listening to Elon's steady breath, waiting for the tears to stop. Everything led back to one thing. He wanted Joe back, more than anything. When he came back to the bed, Elon wrapped his arms around him, and soon he began to fall asleep. His body warm, his heart cold, his mind full, and the ever-present ache of loneliness choking him. The next time he woke up, there was a dim golden light peeking out from behind the curtains. He watched as it grew brighter, dancing through the fabric, rising higher in the sky. He listened to the birds singing their morning melodies, calling to their mates. But you want your mate back, don't you, Donald? Your heart's been trumped. Bide in your time with Elon. Must you lay awake at night, dreaming of your lost love? The world was waking up, and it seemed that it was moving too fast for his liking. After what seemed like hours, he finally got up. The hardwood floor was cold against his bare feet. He turned to the ever-so-peaceful man on the other side of the bed and sighed. You've got to wake up now, Elon. Because their relationship had to be hidden from the public, their morning routine had grown into a constant pattern of sneaking out of each other's hotel room. To the media, they were just political allies. To their friends and family, they were just close peers. But in reality, their relationship had grown from the once platonic bond they shared. If anyone knew what had become of the two men, it would be over for them. Not even Elon was aware of Donald's former relationship with his political rival. But that was just the way things had to be. It doesn't have to be this way, Trump. You could change things if you wanted to. In order to protect himself, Donald had to fabricate the image of a hyper-masculine political hero. His followers sometimes thought of him as Jesus reincarnated, so even when his mask seemed heavy, all he could do was hold on to it tighter. He knew he had gone too far, but the power and fame was all he had left. Once again, the man found himself staring at his reflection, the yellow fluorescence highlighting every wrinkle and crease on his orange skin. Suddenly, he heard a buzz coming from his pocket. It was Melania, his wife. Donald, come home soon. Everyone misses you. Though her words were seemingly kind, her expression was cold and uncaring. She, too, had to put up a mask for the world. A closeted gay man, and a lesbian! Melania, who's your love? Who are you casual with? Raising their children together, pretending to be America's picture-perfect family. What a power couple. I will, Melania. She hung up shortly afterwards. Donald couldn't be late to his own political rally, but something in him shattered. His knees buckled, the floor seemed to fall out beneath him, and the once powerful man curled up on the cold tiles of a hotel room could do nothing but cry. Oh my goodness, the next chapter involves the attempt. And the chapter after that, Joe texts him! 5 texts from Joe and a dozen others congratulating him. He was the winner, though he lost all. He was the champion, though he felt like a dog kicked to the side, the bull slaughtered after the fight. But Joe! It's been so long since we last spoke. I thought it was a sign when you texted me, but you abandoned me, just like you always did. I don't know why I'm bothering to type this. It's a waste of time. Congratulations, my love. His heart pounding, his head racing. He could barely brace himself for what he decided to do next. Joe! He stopped typing. No, I can't be doing this. Stop it. Stop it. He deleted his text and put the phone down. There was no slumber that night for Donald Trump, and little did he know, there was none for Joe Biden either. Oh no! Star-crossed lovers! Author, well done. You have me at the edge of my seat. I need a palate cleanser after all this. Oh my god, did I read the Omegaverse ones? Well, when in Rome. An important secret. Trump looked outside the windows of the White House. He did it. He had won. It was a long fight against Kamala, but he knew he was lying. He was lying to his people. Elon pushed open the doors of the Oval Office and went inside. "What's wrong, Trump?" he says soothingly, which helps relax Trump's nerves. "Well, I feel that I'm lying to my people. They all think I'm an alpha, but I'm actually an omega." Elon walks over to Trump and caresses his cheek. "Well, I think you're more suited to this job than any alpha. You were president before and you can do it again." Omega writes, "If we slick together, we stick together." Elon walks over to Trump and caresses his cheek. Trump nervously says, "But how long will I have to continue lying to my people? They already hate me and I can't imagine what they would do after finding out I'm not an alpha." Elon pushes Trump's hair back and looks at him. "What hair?" "Trump, this isn't you. Where's the brave omega that would say anything at his rallies? Where's the omega that stood strong, regardless of what people would tell him? Where's the omega I fell in love with?" Trump nervously looks up at Elon's concerned face. "Well, I can do it. I can be president with you at my side." Elon smiles. "That's my omega." He smiles and pulls Trump into a kiss. It was quick and messy, but it felt perfect. Trump pulls away first, his face looking an interesting shade of scarlet. Elon laughs. "You're so beautiful." They kiss again. Biden looks from the window, face burning with jealousy. Trump was his omega, his only. Oh, does he bear your mating bite, Biden? He was filled with rage at another alpha being together with his omega. He needed to think of a plan. He called his good friend Kamala and asked her to meet at his house in 2 hours. Biden gets to his house quickly, filled with burning hate for Elon. He arrives 20 minutes before Kamala was supposed to arrive and sits nervously. Kamala arrives fashionably late, jangling her keys and wearing a big fluffy jacket. She walks to the living room, where she sees Biden sulking. "Donald, he's with another alpha." She looks at him sadly. "But Biden, you've been broken up for 6 months. He's been looking for another alpha to mate with. That's just how omegas are." Biden looks frustrated, "But he's my omega. Mine." "Well, how about getting revenge on Elon?" Biden sits up and looks at her. "What kind of revenge?" Kamala pushes her brown hair out of her face and looks at him. "How about exposing Trump as an omega but making it look like Elon did it?" Biden sits up, a mischievous glint in his eye. "I could hack into his Twitter account and make a tweet on his account exposing Trump." She opens up his laptop and logs onto Twitter. After 2 tries, she easily guesses his password. Oh my god. And makes the post along with an audio recording that Biden procured of Elon and Trump's conversation. It's posted. Oh no, Trump was taking a nap but awoke to hundreds of news articles about him being an omega. His face twists in shock as he scrolls through the articles. Elon lied to him. He said he would protect him. Trump felt hot tears rolling down his face. Why did this have to happen to him? Trump sends a text to Elon stating, "We're done," turns off his phone and cries. Knee deep in the passenger seat. After 10 minutes, Elon runs up to Trump's room. Trump glares at him. "Get out." Elon starts panicking. "Trump, I'm so sorry. I didn't post anything. Somebody hacked into my Twitter account." Trump looked away, his voice dripping with venom. "I said, get out." Elon starts pleading. "Please, Trump," he says. He yells, "I said, get out." And Elon quietly nods and sadly walks out. Oh no, the next day, Trump got ready and stood outside the White House to prepare his speech. He walks out looking at the disapproving glares. He takes a deep breath and starts to speak. "I imagine all of you have heard the news. It's true, I am an omega." Many boos echo from the crowd as Trump continues. "I know many of you are shocked at this revelation, but I promise you, me being an omega will not diminish my presidency. I did it in 2016. I will make America great again. Elon, if you're seeing this, I know what Biden did. I'm so sorry I didn't listen to you. I love you. I'm pregnant. I want us to be together. We can name it 02 equals 32 minus 5053400938 like you've always dreamed of. I love you and I'm sorry. Would you be able to forgive me? He turns around and Elon runs to the top of the stage. He embraces his lover in a tight hug. Of course I forgive you. I love you so much. We will raise this baby together. Trump sobs onto Elon's chest. I love you so much, he says, as the people cheer. Hallmark could never. At the far back of the crowd stands... I almost passed out. That name brought me back to freshman year of high school. At the far back of the crowd stands Alfred F. Jones, America in Hitalia. He sips his extra jumbo Diet Pepper soda and watches the scene before him. Soda! He thinks to himself, what the f***? And walks away. The American dream is dead. Here's the other Omegaverse one. Rat. This time Elon is the Omega and Donald is a Beta. We love kings who switch here. Elon stares down at the little blue plus sign in disbelief. His hand shakes, partially because of how hard he's gripping the pregnancy test, partially because his head is spinning at this whole situation. Surely it can't be accurate, right? Sometimes these things are wrong. It has to be wrong. He reaches for the box. It's sitting innocently on the marble countertop, haphazardly ripped open. The tremor in his fingers grows alongside his anxiety. He roughly tears open the plastic packaging of the second test. As he waits for it to develop, each second feels like an eternity. There's a whirlpool of doubt in the back of his mind, growing larger and larger with each passing moment. A personal... goodness, Charybdis in his brain, her razor-sharp teeth and churning waves. Oh, the Greek mythology creature. Got it. Her razor-sharp teeth and churning waves threatening to drag him down to a watery death. He doesn't dare look at the test. His heartbeat pounds deafeningly in his ears. His phone buzzes in his pocket, waiting to do anything else. He pulls it out. It's Donald. Call me. He has to just bite the bullet and do it. Gritting his teeth, he grabs the test off the counter before he can psych himself out too much. He raises it slowly, taking a shaky breath before he flips it over. Positive. Elon takes a step back, hitting the bathroom wall. He slides down the wall, hitting the floor. His phone clatters against the tile floor as he presses his hand to his mouth. This can't be happening. Beside him, his phone vibrates noisily. When he glances over, he can see that it's Donald. Tears blur his vision. This isn't supposed to be possible. Omega Pro has a fail rate of less than 1%. Besides, a Beta impregnating an Omega, well, it's not unheard of. It's a f***ing 1 in a million chance. Oh, guess Donald's your 1 in a million, baby. The phone rings again. He can feel the vibrations through the floor. The small room reeks overwhelming of Omega panic. Elon doesn't want to think about what's going to happen next, what they're going to do, what he's going to do. He wants nothing more than to wake up to realize that this is just all a nightmare, for everything to be okay. He has to tell Donald. He doesn't want to think about what the Beta's reaction will be. This was never supposed to happen. This whole thing was such a mistake. It was never supposed to last this long. Hell, it was never supposed to happen in the first place. He should have broken it off as soon as it began. He knew it was a bad idea. Initially, Elon's first fear was that this would end up with one of them catching feelings. He had never even considered this. After all, why would he? Omega Pro is the best suppressant and birth control combo on the market. He hasn't had a heat in decades. Besides, everyone knows an Omega's fertility rates start dropping exponentially after 45 or 50. Betas have such lower fertility rates, and at Donald's age? To be honest, he's sometimes surprised that he can even get it up at all. He reaches for his phone. It's ringing for what's probably the third or fourth time in a row. He waits until he rings through to voicemail again, then opens it. His and Donald's text thread is already pulled up. With shaking fingers, he types out, "I'm pregnant." His finger hovers over the send button. He doesn't want to press it. As he holds it, his phone rings again. He silences it, staring in mounting horror at the text waiting to be sent. At this moment, when everything comes crashing down, the reality of their situation, obliterating any fleeting, fragile fantasy he might have secretly held about a future with the man he's fallen in love with for months now, crushing them, grinding them into a fine powder beneath the cruel boot of actuality. He sends the message. Donald reads it almost immediately. Little gray bubbles immediately appear on the screen. For a moment they disappear. The roar of blood in his ears is deafening. The bubbles appear again, then disappear once more. He turns off his phone, staring bleakly at his reflection on the dark screen before tossing it face down on the floor. Elon pulls his knees to his chest, burying his face in his knees as silent tears stream down his face. God, if only he could turn back time. If only he could go back to this morning, waking up in the hotel bed next to the man he loves, to those few blissfully happy moments before Donald had to leave, like he always has to. He hates that they have to hide their relationship. He hates that any potential future with the beta is getting more and more unlikely. He hates that this is the way it's turning out. It was never supposed to be like this. They were supposed to be happy. Maybe there's another universe out there where they get to have each other. For now, all he can do is cry. Ugh, these all end with them crying, the tragedy of it all. Well, there's 6 more pages. Let's keep going. Forbidden love hurts the best. Major character death. Oh no! Elon Musk has a huge crush on Donald Trump. Biden doesn't like that. Elon sat alone with his thoughts. The midnight moon painted pale streaks on his bed. While he cried, how could such a beautiful Omega, of course it's Omegaverse too, how could a beautiful Omega like Donald ever like an insignificant beta like him? Trump already had a mate, the strongest alpha in all USA, Biden. But Elon's heart called out to that orange, wrinkly skin and non-existent hair. It's not like he could control what his heart wanted, right? Elon's hands gently touched Donald's all-American wiener, the contact sending shivers through him. Donald reciprocated, his touch on Elon both tender and bold, and he Yankee doodled happily. The next one. Get pegged, Donald. These are all Omegaverse, as they should be, and it's sending me. Donald is lonely in the Oval Office. Who else could help him with that except our favorite billionaire? Will Donald's secret be discovered, or will he find out the reason Elon has so many pups? Okay, no, I have to click on this. Wait, I have to read a little bit. Oh no, oh no. Donald Trump groaned in exhaustion as he took a seat in the Oval Office. Being the 45th and 47th president of the United States wasn't easy after all, and Melania had been no help. She wouldn't even touch him. If only he were here. Did you miss me? A voice whispered in his ear. Elon, he responded in disbelief. After the fiasco with a certain hand gesture at the inauguration, Donald thought it would be a while before they were able to see each other again. I thought you would be laying low. You couldn't have possibly thought I would leave you alone like that, the CEO said as he wrapped his arms around this president. I need you. Donald's heart was filled with desire, but he had to resist. He had his secret to keep after all. What would everyone think if the man they thought was an alpha was revealed to be an omega? But Elon-sama, I'm an alpha. You're an alpha too. It just wouldn't work. You can hide it from the world, but never from me. He can smell it. He can smell your pheromones. Elon replied, no scent blocker in the world could hide your beautiful pheromones from my nose. Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't. Now tell me, he growled out, whose Omega are you? Yours, only yours, Tesla Daddy! Do you want me to show Putin and Kim who you belong to? Yes, I want everyone to know, the president cried out. Tenderly, Elon placed a hand on his stomach. Did you really mean it about the pups? He asked, the South African accent that he usually is slipping through. I say let's try one more time, the president replied as he bent over once more, preparing for another round. I need therapy after this. Months later, Elon once again placed his hand on the president's stomach. This time it was swollen, a symbol of his fertility. When the truth of Donald's status was revealed, no one cared. In fact, the cult of MAGA stood as firm as Elon's and welcomed the future Trump Musk heirs with open arms. The CEO and politicians spent their days thinking of names and imagining what the pups they would bring to this world would be like. That world knew, but most importantly, the two of them knew who Donald truly belonged to.
Have so much fun with this.
Double indemnity, also major character death. Donnie dies, old man Yowie, author knows nothing about law. Elon is jealous of Biden, Trump's ex, and tries to get rid of him. It doesn't go as planned. I'm Dark Gothic MAGA, You Belong With Me by Taylor Swift inspired sad love triangles high school AU. No one ever noticed Elon. He had no friends. No one wanted to be friends with the nerdy gay boy. He wasn't like Joe Biden. Joe was cool. He was athletic. Got every guy he wanted, including Donald. Donald J. Trump. Elon had a crush on him for as long as he could remember. They'd been neighbors forever. Their parents were friends, so they could see each other on occasion. But ever since Donald and Joe started dating, Donald never noticed Elon. He didn't even look his way anymore. How do you get over someone you never even dated, let alone had a chance with? Joe walked to his last class of the day. Math. He hated math, but it was the only class he shared with Donald, so he learned to like it a little bit. Okay, class, today we're going to be getting started on our end of the year projects. I'm going to let you select your partner, and when you're done, you'll be given your assignment, said Mr. Obama, the school's newest math teacher. Joe then heard a familiar voice from behind him. Hey, do you want to be partners? Said Donald. Oh, hey, yeah, that would be cool, said Joe. Oh, we don't have to be partners. I just thought it would be cool, said Donald, followed by a nervous laugh. No, I would love to. I just didn't expect you to ask me. Donald smiled and took the desk next to Joe as the two waited to be given their assignment. They made a plan of when to meet up. We could meet at my house on Wednesdays after school, said Donald. That won't work. I have my robotics club then. Maybe Tuesday? I have baseball practice then, but if you can stay after school, we can work on the project during my breaks, and I can drive you home afterward. Yeah, that works out perfectly, actually, said Joe while blushing. Seeing Donald at baseball practice was already enough to make him blush, but getting to drive home with him afterward made his face turn red. The bell rang and suddenly a panicked expression appeared on Donald's face. Sorry, I have to go, but I'll text you later so we can set up more time to work on our project, said Donald as he rushed out the door. Give me more! More high school AU! Presidency, money, and love. The inauguration is over and Trump is feeling content, but that changed when he realized he had feelings for Elon Musk. The Muskrats' performance was so good, Trump is questioning his feelings with Melania. Trump's homosexual encounter. Elon gets stuck in the rain at Trump's office and then Trump is hot and bothered. Gender fluid Donald Trump, yes, king. Thinking about it, when was the first Elon x Trump fic published here? Guys, it's a Chinese fic. This feels like a prophecy foretold. Like, this is cosmically serendipitous. 美国中国历史同人. We've got Putin x Donald Trump, Elon x Donald Trump. This was published June 2nd of 2022. I wish I was better at Chinese. Nocturno di Cranio, you're iconic. Got even more. Trump x Putin x Elon Musk x Joe Biden. Trump goes to buy a prostitute. I listened to Lana Del Rey and Slipknot while writing this. Elump. Is that their ship name? Elump? Elump Flowers. Donald has flowers coming out of his ass. What the? Elon was tired. He was frustrated. He couldn't stop thinking about his buddy. They spent way more time together than usual. He was so hot, his long orange hair and his red face, like flowers in the spring. He opened up his Twitter, lonely sitting at the table. Something was wrong though. He had a lot more notifications than usual. His feed was insanely acting up. He furrowed his brows. The absolute first thing was a picture of him and Trump. His heart jumped. This couldn't be. He couldn't breathe and threw his phone. His love, his secret, his warm in the cold spring, a deep breath after a long day. Now the whole world knew. He immediately picked up his phone, calling his one and only. He'd had many wives before, but none of them were as good to him as Donald. Immediately, the voice he'd been aching to hear sounding through the speakers. Love? His gruffly voiced questions, and Elon immediately feels his shoulders slump. Did you see? He asks. The world knows about us now. It's quiet for a long time on the other end of the line, and Elon thinks he must be upset. He wouldn't be surprised, but he is, when Donald's voice becomes softer. I did. I'm proud of us, he says, and Elon really shouldn't feel this much about a buddy. Come over, Elon growls. Woo, Elon says, fighting back a moan as he looks at Donald's hot face. The orange spray tan complements his features perfectly, and no man or woman has ever had a chance against this man, this absolute perfect man. Are you ready to be Pookie Bear? Donald's voice is low and sultry, so seductive to Elon's ears. Oh, I'm gonna throw up! I need a shower now. Yo, wait, Bezos is here! Billionaire Bang Boat. Jeff Bezos has more money than he knows what to do with. Sometimes he likes to play games with those less powerful than him. Dom Jeff Bezos, sub Donald Trump. Oh, there's a three-way. Pool boy Andrew Tate! Inappropriate use of an Amazon delivery drone. Make America great again. Submissive Elon Musk. Xanax Queen Melania mention. Forbidden American Yowie. Trump turned to face him, eyes red, toupee askew, index finger pointed to his feet. The hairs on the back of Elon's neck stood up. Before the gesture was even registered, he was on his knees, gut reverberating with the urgency of his movement, an automatic response. Years of conditioning. What is the most Kudosed fic under this relationship tag? Oh, it's this one. Trump and Elon Omegaverse fic where Trump gets pregnant and is forced to give birth because he banned contraceptives and abortion and preg revenge. Hello, Muskie. He stuttered shyly as his breath quickened. What if he didn't accept? What if he would become angry at him for asking his Muskie Musk me? Oh my god. Trump, kitten, why is it you call? You haven't called or texted for days. I've been growing angry with you. Elon's voice shifted to an angry tone, and Trump instantly started weeping. Muskie, my alpha, my E-daddy, I'm so sorry. I've been so nervous with the election. Senpai Muskie, ooh, woo, skibbity Rizzler, you're not wearing protection. Positive? Trump yelled, and Elon, using his alpha senses to sense something was wrong with his kitten, rapidly ran to him on all fours, grabbing the chest out of his hands with violence. I can't have a baby. I'm a man. Society will hate me. They'll call me slurs on Twitter. I'm just looking through this and I want to cry. Oh Lord, do I even want to look at Wattpad at this point? Elon and Trump. Dark MAGA, an angsty tale covering the relationship between a man and his maid. That man being ex-president Donald Trump, and the maid being Elon Musk. Oh my god, this one was updated recently. And it's from Elon's POV. I look back at him smiling. I take my red cap and replace it with a black one as I grin out the words, "Now I'm Dark MAGA." The crowd cheered as Donnie comes up behind me and gives me a firm handshake with a sly grin. I revel in the moment, knowing it could be the last photographed moment of us together. Where is the maid part? Oh, here we go. Before I could even step out of the elevator, my breath hitched. In front of me was Donald Trump, my idol. He was smirking at me. I was overjoyed as I smoothly stepped into his office. He gestured to take a seat, so I did. "So," he began, "what position are you applying for?" I smiled wryly before I responded. "Well, your apprentice, of course." Donald's smile dropped a bit. "Oh, then I'm sorry, but I cannot give you this job. Please leave." My heart dropped to my balls. Oh no, I thought, "Sir, please give me a chance. I'm a hard worker. I know how to step over people. I know how to betray my own blood. Please, I was made for this corporate world. Is there any position I could fill that provides me with the opportunity to work with you?" His eyes had a fiery glow. "Well, I do require a maid." Was he serious? "Excellent, you have to sign these," he said, pulling out foot-thick packets of paper. "And once you're done, you may begin." He had a sly grin on his face before he pulled something out. "And this would be your uniform." My face dropped. This was a cat-maid outfit. Is he serious? No way is he serious. But he was. His face remained firm, waiting for me to take the uniform, so I did. I would be lying if I said I wasn't a bit turned on. God, what have I gotten myself into? I thought, as I grabbed my uniform and picked up a pen. Oh, it gets worse. "Well, hello there, Ellie," Donald said with a sexy grin. "It's Elon, sir." "Not anymore, and it's Master now." My face goes pink. "Yes, Master." Wow, that came to me like second nature. I'm such a good kiss-ass. For a brief moment, a thought touched my mind. Whatever Daddy Trump wants, Daddy Trump gets. A shiver ran down my spine as I saw Trump walking closer to me until he stopped. "Ellie," his voice soft. "Yes, Master? Please bend over." What? I stutter out, shocked. "You heard me. Bend over." "Sir, Master, I don't feel comfortable doing that." Trump sighed, making his way over again. "I thought you were a fan of mine." "I am," I replied quickly. "So why don't you know my #1 saying?" "I do, Master. Make America great again." He chuckled gruffly. "No, have you ever heard of my very popular saying?" he said, pushing me closer to his desk. "Grab them by the As he finished his sentence, he began to cut my Yes, Master." "Good, so you know what I'm about to do, right?" "But, Master, I am a boy. Are you a kiss boy?" I could barely finish the sentence before I felt a hard hand meet my left cheek. "Don't you ever say that to me again." "Yes, Master." He then brushed his hands off as I cut my cheek in insurmountable pain. "Get out," he said, his eyes dark and unwavering. Oh, this is where the angst comes in. No, it can't be that Trump was secretly a feminist. Just as I was about to myself, I ran into a Tesla Cybertruck going at full speed. I got a message. "Donnie Eagle, be here by 10 p.m. sharp tomorrow. K? Ellie, yes, Master. Good kitten." Ellie sent a voice memo. Meow. done for now. I don't know what disinfectant's gonna be strong enough to wipe this clean from my mind, but thank you for joining me on this little read-along session. What was your favorite fic out of the ones we scrolled through or read together? Did you get inspired to write anything yourself? If you want me to do this again at some point, I am not opposed, but I will need some time to recover from this first. If you want to see more fandom and fan culture related videos from yours truly, then feel free to subscribe. And if you want to check out my fanfiction recommendation list with over 1,000 fanfics on there, as well as watch exclusive videos you can't find on my YouTube channel, then head over to my Patreon or YouTube memberships. There is a Patreon exclusive video coming soon of me looking through fics of a certain Luigi, so a little extra treat for y'all who are interested. Thank you all again so much for watching, everybody, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!
안녕.